Galileo fell in love.
Tonight, TNT meets the legendary X Factor finalist Mary Byrne just ahead of her debut sellout concert here in the Olympia Theatre, which is all a part of her new tour that's going to be touring Ireland and the UK. Well, let's see what she has to say.
He looked up high and often sighed, and sometimes cried.
So, Mary, are you all excited tonight? We're here in the Olympia.
In the Olympia, and I'm looking at the famous people up here that have played the Olympia.
Yeah.
And it's fantastic. And then, 53 years of age, being given this. I mean, I'd done it here before, but this is my show now.
Yeah.
This is me on my own.
Well, as we said earlier on, it was like you were saying you were standing there on the steps on the stage, looking out, and in your head you're thinking, tonight this place is going to be packed to the rafters for you.
It was a wonderful feeling.
Yeah.
And I can't. You have to feel it. I couldn't explain it to you.
Yeah.
But I stood up on the steps and I looked out into the whole theatre. And the seats were empty, but I could picture them being full. And I said, the first thing that came into my head was, oh my God, these people have paid
for you
to come and sit and listen to me sing. And it's such an honour. And
so there'll be tears tonight now, do you
I
reckon?
will have a cry.
Yeah.
I guarantee you there will be a
Good
tear.
old whinge.
As soon as the curtain goes up and I appear and I sing the song and I come down off the thing and people applaud me, I will just go into floods of tears.
Oh, wow.
I will, because I'm very honoured to be given this opportunity at this age.
It's amazing, it's amazing. And then you're talking, like, say, what sort of music now are we going to be hearing tonight now? What's your playlist like?
A lot of stuff is my own stuff. There's a good few songs off my own album, the album that I did, Mine and Yours. And the other stuff, because it's with a band, and because we don't want to depress the people too much by singing too many big ballads, we've the band themselves, Eugene McCarthy, who is the music director, has come up with some really catchy songs that
sort of get you out of your seats.
Yeah, I would have never dreamt of singing them.
Yeah,
I would have never dreamt of singing them. And they're so comfortable, and they fit so comfortable into the whole show.
And then tell us with the show then. So you have how many's in the band or backing singers and all that sort of stuff?
There's 6 musicians in the band, and there's 2 backing singers.
Right.
So there's 8 altogether,
8 of you, so
which I never had in my life. You know what I mean?
It's brilliant. It's going to be some great atmosphere then on stage.
Well, because I always sang to backing tracks and stuff. So to have my own band, and I'm out fronting it, and knowing that they're all there for me and they're behind me 1000%.
Yeah.
And they want me to do well, because if I do well, they look fantastic.
That's it. That's it.
Are we enjoying Mary Byrne? Oh no, we're not.
My head goes around and around. It's that feeling. Ooh yeah,
You tell me earlier on that you're going to do a tribute to Susan Boyle. What's the reason for that and why?
Well, Susan, I mean, you remember Susan going on to Britain's Got Talent. When we all looked at that first audition when she walked out, every single human being on the earth that watched it, their expression was, oh my God, here she comes. She looked flumpy, she looked everything, like we all did.
Judging before
we judged the book before the cover.
Yeah.
And then she started to sing, and she sang this beautiful song, I Dreamed a Dream.
Yeah.
And this fabulous voice came out. But apart from the fabulous voice, it was the fact that the age she was, the person she was, to have the courage and the guts to get up and do that. She just gave me so much inspiration.
And was it from that moment you seen her then, you would have heard about the auditions for the X Factor, so did that bring you forward to there then?
Well, it did in a way, because the first thing I said was, I didn't really want to go for it, but I did say to myself, if it ever came to Ireland, I would go for it. Never dreaming it would come back to Dublin, and it did.
Yeah.
And so I just knew by seeing Susan, by the X Factor coming back to Dublin,
it was meant to be.
it's when I was rolling yours out. Forever and ever.
And then with all this sort of X Factors and Britain's Got Talent and all these, The Voice and these big talent shows, do you think that, would you recommend them, or would you say, because there's an awful lot of stigma goes on about these shows, like I think they're great for people to do, but also it's all about how clever you are also with the business as well in it.
That's true as well. I mean, a lot of the shows that you look at, I mean, in particular the X Factor, which I know about, it is a story that sells, as well as if you've got a good voice, it is a story that sells. I would recommend people to go for them, but at the moment I think the market is flooded with so many new acts coming in and out. So I don't know if they can go on for much longer. Yeah. But if they're going on and somebody has a dream, I think they should go for them, but you have to go in with the frame of mind that, if I don't make it, I don't make it. It's not meant for me. If you're younger, you go in and you say, if you're good, I didn't get through this one, then you try again.
Yeah.
You don't give up. So there's all different frame of minds and different age groups that are going to go into it. If you're my age, you go in, you try. If you're good enough, you'll make it through. If you're not, don't cry over it.
That's it.
It's a chance you took, and you won't regret it.
Yeah. You're going to try and go a slightly different direction with your music. Now, talk to us about that.
Well, country music is what I'm trying to go for. Don Mescal is going to be writing an album. I'm going to be co-writing a couple
Fantastic.
with him. And we're hoping to get a few duets on it. Now, one of the duets we're looking for is Kenny Rogers. And he hasn't said no, so let's put it that way.
Well, Neil Diamond didn't say no to you, so...
Well, Neil Diamond turned out to be a real gentleman. But this country album, I love country.
Yeah.
I love music in general, but country, I love country. And I love the stories
There's
that
lovely
country
stories,
songs
the songs,
tell.
that's what makes it
And
lovely.
also, I'm doing it for my dad, because he was a big country singer.
I don't need love, for what good will love be? Diamonds never lie to me. Oh, I love love. They are strong.
So, where are we? It's going to be going around the country.
It is starting in June. We've a couple of dates already booked in June. I don't know where they are. And then it's going right up until October.
One value ahead to another. An absolutely brilliant night. Ladies and gentlemen, Mary Byrne and our gold album. There's one for the loo.
One for the loo.
One for the loo.